I'm not the first person to actually get this particular unit. It has been reviewed by another YouTuber and then it was sent on to me. But looking at it, it looks nice and clean. Everything looks great and there's no marks on it. The bracket here for the mounting supports Fanatec, SimMagic, Simracube and Moser. However, I am missing a couple of extra little pieces here, and that's for fitting this to the Moser wheelbase. Now, I'm going to assume it's because the last guy that reviewed it forgot to put them back in the box. However, I do have the DV480, which is SIMDID's slightly cheaper display, and that does include the same mounting bracket, and it does come with the extra adapter, so I will be able to lift it from that unit when I review this eventually. So that's going to be fine, but I just want to mention that because I did do an unboxing, I showed you all the bits included, and it is missing a small component which would normally be featured with this. The enclosure is aluminium. The display is 5 inches, the screen resolution is 800 by 480 at 60 Hz. It is an IPS display. Around the bezel we have 20 RGB LEDs. Around the back we can see the socket for running the cable to your PC. Those are the thumb screws that hold the mounting bracket in place. We have an on-off switch for the display and also a backlight button. Now the purpose of the backlight button is to adjust the intensity of the brightness of the screen. So there you go, you can just see it's just changing the levels of the brightness when I press that button. I went into SimHub and simply sent a dashboard to this extra monitor, and it's as easy as that. For the RGB lighting, you do need to drop into a SimHub setting and activate the Arduino RGB lights. Now this is fully explained in the instructions, very easy to follow, but in the review I'll show you what that means. But yeah, setup was super easy. I just read the instructions once and got this set up. Very, very simple. The viewing angles are absolutely fantastic on this, so you can see the image does not get washed out since it is an IPS display with very good viewing angles. Let me demonstrate the brightness of these RGB lights as well. So I'm just adjusting the brightness in SimHub. And to demonstrate they are RGB, there is a test setting in here. So I can show you that. So it's just activating a few different lights here. They're not faulty, it's just the test data being sent here. So I can kind of mess around with that. So shift light. And lots of other things you can do as well. So you can do flags. And also, this is quite clever, you can add a spotter, so when a car's going up one side of the car, I will see a flashing light. Or I can kind of make the whole, side illuminate if I want to, if I want it brighter. So there's a whole raft of things you can actually adjust with these RGB lights in SimHub. Really, really easy to do as well. And there you go, that's the first look of this, guys. I will review this properly, so you're going to see it running in some games, and you can just see the display working. But so far, looking really, really nice. Setup was super easy, really no difficulty. And there you go, that's the first look at this one, guys. It is the SIMDID DH480 Pro. So yeah, stay tuned for the full review. That's coming soon.